Hey, it's JC, and here's the cool thing about being on the radio that sometimes you'll be talking about a particular show, and somebody who happened to be on that show will be driving by the studio and decide to stop by, like maybe Toddrick Hall from American Idol this season. You may remember him from earlier in the season. When'd you get voted off?
Let's talk about that. I got voted off maybe like 8 weeks ago. Top 16. Is that what you mean? Like
Yeah, you made it. You're gonna be on the tour, right?
no.
Oh, that's top
If
10.
I would have made it one more week. No, I would have had to make it 3 more weeks.
Are you pretty sour about that? You really want to go?
No, no, no. I'm not really. I'm not sad about it at all. Because once you get on the show and like see how everything is behind the scenes, it's just some things are for people and some things are not for certain people. And it was that show specifically wasn't for me, so I didn't want to go on tour.
Who's the nicest person in the few weeks you were there? Who was the nicest person, and who was the fakest?
Well, I would have to say Big Mike might be the fakest, not because he's a fake person, but just because he's so big and like the big teddy bear.
You made him out to be like the cuddly guy.
Yeah, but he's a grown man, so sometimes he's just kind of like standoffish a little bit. But he's still really nice. But just the person that seems the most different on TV is him. And I would say maybe the nicest person is probably Aaron Kelly. He's so nice.
He was really shy though.
I know he's really shy, but he's just one of those people that if you're hungry, he'll be like, "Well, I have this," and like be offering your food, and he'll like just anything that you need, he'll be the person that tries to help. But and also Katie Stevens is really nice.
She does look very nice. She didn't they didn't make her out to look very nice on TV though.
They didn't.
No, they kind of made her out to be a little bit standoffish to the judges, don't you think?
Well, it's just because when you're on the show, it's like you want to say so much stuff in your head when Simon is saying that someone's pitchy. You want to be like, do you even know what pitchy is? And you want to be, they tell everybody to make it your own. And then when you do, they're like, that was too much your own. Or, like everything contradicts each other. And you want to say so many things because you have so many emotions built up that you've been thinking about for a whole week. That's all the things you want to say to them.
That is exactly what we've been saying this whole season, that they tell you guys to do something, and then you do it, they get mad at you for doing it. So then you go back to what you were doing, and then they get mad at that. So it's like,
you don't know what to do because you're like nervous and you're thinking, well, what is America gonna think? And 30 million people are watching you, and you're just scared for no reason. When I think ultimately it doesn't matter if you do good or not. Like who they want to win or who they want to be there is gonna be there. That's what I think.
And who do you think that person is going to be?
I would like to think that it's Crystal, but it could be Lee. I don't know. I would like for Crystal to win just because I think that she, out of the two people, I personally preferred her the most. She's a really nice, genuine person, and I think that she knows more who she is as an artist, and she's more of an original artist, in my opinion, than Lee is. But that's just my opinion of what I would listen to.
Do you have any regrets as a contestant on the show or going on the show? What's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret is just like not doing what I wanted to do. Like at the last minute, I would just change my plan. Like I would let the comments that they would say shake me and be like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And they would say you're a dancer trying to sing, and so then I would think, am I really a dancer trying to sing? And you don't have like normal people around you to say you're not a dancer trying to sing. Just don't listen to them. And so you believe it and you play everything that they said to you over and over in your head, like. And so I wish that I would have just done what it is that I do best, because as soon as I got kicked off the show, 2 weeks later, Jason Derulo came on TV and did the exact same thing I was doing, and he's an artist that's in the top 10 right now. So I should have just stayed true to myself.
Done what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
Now, you said Jason Derulo.
Yeah.
I happen to play in my head on the guitar pretty nicely. And by pretty nicely, I mean amateurly.
Okay.
Would you be down to sing a little bit for us on the web?
Yeah, I could try that.
Really?
Yeah.
Holler at me with that guitar there, Dominique. Yeah.
Do you have a capo or something, or I have to sing?
Oh, I needed a cable. I'll give you the key. Hold on, let's see.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to pick me up, Nick?
This is only.
Sing loud.
You can only play in one key. You can't take it down one.
Everybody looking for love.
Oh. Ain't.
Ready?
Yeah. Ain't that the reason you're at this club? Oh. You ain't gonna find it dancing with him. No. I got a better solution for you, girl. Oh. Just leave with me now. Say the word and we'll go. I'll be your teacher. I'll show you the ropes. You'll see a side of love you'll never know. I can see it going down in my head. I see you all over me in my head. You ever feel my fantasy in my head, you'll be screaming now. In my head, it's going down. It's going down. Some Jews know all the right things to say. Hey.
How was that?
That was pretty good.
I didn't want to make you do the whole song because I didn't want to put you in the spot to know all the lyrics,
Tired.
and I didn't want to mess up, and I thought I was on a roll, so we're gonna keep it at
No,
that
that was
one.
good. That was really solid. You should be on American Idol.
I can't sing though. That's the
Better
thing.
than some people that are. Well, that's you wouldn't. Be
Let's
the
name
first
some
person.
people I'm better than. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I can't. I couldn't possibly do that.
What have you been up to since you got off the show?
I just been hanging out, working. Back to New York and auditioned. A lot of people called. I was on Broadway before I did American Idol, and so I'm going back to New York, back to Broadway and Hairspray. I'm gonna be playing Seaweed. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Can I possibly get free tickets if I come watch
You
you
can get free tickets and a backstage pass.
and play the guitar for you?
Yeah, I can see about getting you a job in the band for a summer gig if Kid Craddock isn't paying enough.
That's what I'm saying. Will you pay me enough?
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's a lot of people, if you do it shirtless, that will give you tips.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that,
Okay, well,
or maybe I will. Maybe I don't know. Now, what happens after you leave the show? Do you go back home and then things just kind of go back to normal, or is it kind of a whirlwind?
It's a whirlwind a little bit because it's not really normal, and you forget that 30 million people just watched you on TV. So, like, I'll get up and just be looking a hot mess with, like, eye boogers and, like, slobber on my mouth and stuff, and I'll go to Walmart, and people will be, like, looking at me, and I'm like, dang, what's wrong? Like, do I have a booger or something? And then you realize that they watched the show, and it wasn't that long ago that you were on it. And so you have to kind of think about things differently. Like, if I go to the airport, I know I'm going to have to take pictures with people, so I have to, like, actually look good as opposed to just being in my PJs like I normally would travel. So things are a little bit different, but it's just crazy. It's a crazy experience to be thrust into fame so fast, like, in such a short amount of time.
So you're looking at doing some Broadway and possibly some acting on TV?
Yeah, I would love to be in Glee, but I can't audition for it because of American Idol rules and restrictions and the contract and stuff. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to be over so I can, like, really do what it is I want to do. And now I kind of want to be a recording artist because looking at that, I always say if Lady Gaga was on the show, like, they wouldn't know what to do with her. Like, she is such an original artist, and I don't think that they would have. I don't know. I would love to see the critiques that they would give her because I don't think that they would necessarily like it. But she has her own thing, and she had to, like, create Lady Gaga, the one that we know now, and introduce that to America, and then that's when people said, I buy it. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to give you a crazy name like Toddrick. Daddy Goo Goo is pretty good.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Toddrick Hall right here, American Idol contestant. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, buddy.
Thanks so much for having me. It was fun.
And he says that it's gonna be Crystal winning, or that's who he wants.
Well, I don't know who it's going to be. I can't say who I want because Simon Cowell might call me. And
Oh, well, Simon said he wants Lee, so.
he said Lee?
Oh, yeah, he said it on Ellen yesterday.
Oh, wow. I didn't see Ellen yesterday.
Toddrick says Crystal face.
I'm going to go against Simon. I'm going to say Crystal, I think, is going to win it.
There you go.